WWE has come back to the ring with a new start and a new type of arcade game. Not only is it an enjoyable experience, it's also the first wrestling that looks to bring fun back to the forefront. This approach works and starts a clear path to success for the franchise in the future. The first thing you'll notice is the graphics, which make the wrestlers look larger than life, and in most cases, this works. But in some cases, some wrestlers look larger than they should. For example, Hulk Hogan for some reason almost looks bigger than the big wrestlers themselves like Andre the Giant and the Big Show. Aside from this minor issue, the wrestlers look great, and even though I was worried about hearing about the approach at first, it turns out working and looking very fantastic. One issue that should be fixed in the next version is the look of the arenas, which at times looks cheap and too simplified. Maybe it's the way the wrestlers look or just the experience of the game, but something has to be done to the arenas in the future to complete the whole graphical experience. Another small issue I found was the details and texture. Things like the Rock's logo on his trunks look choppy and cheap. One thing that was a major disappointment was the lack of modes in the game itself. Even though I like the Modern Warfare mode, which pits two fantasy matchups and lets you decide which wrestler is better, there is still a lack of game modes within the game. Aside from the Modern Warfare and the simplified champion mode, there isn't enough modes to keep gamers entertained, and this needs to be fixed in the next version. I understand this downfall, as most franchises when releasing a new game for the first time lay down the fundamentals and then tend to improve on those fundamentals in future versions. The audio is decent but never really delivers, especially with the commentary. Many times it will say a wrestler is dominating a match when the truth is the opposite, although I did enjoy the classic videos you get to see when you go through the Modern Warfare mode. Hopefully the commentary gets improved so it doesn't hold back the audio in future versions. Playing online is surprisingly smooth and never really lags. Although the modes online are a little lacking, it's still easy to get into a match quickly. The controls in the game are simplified and make it easy to create crazy combination. It also helps that each wrestler is put into a wrestling class. For example, there are high flyers and power wrestlers. Now the question will arise, should I go and purchase the game? In a way I would say yes, but when thinking about it again, I would say to wait for the sequel. Even though there is a large amount of legends in All Stars includes a new arcade fast-paced fun combat system, there is still a little when it comes to the game overall modes. Even though I still think everyone should play this title because of the similarities to WWF No Mercy. Still, you should go out and rent the game because as of right now it doesn't warrant a purchase. Still very excited for what the future holds for this franchise.